In today's video, we're going to talk about another one of the guns that I own, the Sig Sauer P226 Mark 25. But not too much talk. I just want to get to the fun stuff and shoot it, especially when I'll be the first to acknowledge there's a lot of good other videos out there if you're looking for all the specific details and the text and the specs, you know, how long is it and all those details. So if you're looking for all those, you can probably just shut off the video. But if you're more so interested in just why did I get it from a very average type guy, looking at guns, I'm not a competitive shooter. And then if you just want to see it in action, then this would definitely be the video for you. So here it is. It is totally safety, no magazine, nothing in the cartridge. So it's been safety checked. But this is the 226 Mark 25. So why did I get it? First off, what's the difference between this and then there's just the P226? I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really think, I did my research and there's really no difference other than this right here. There's a little navy anchor on it. And that increases the price of this thing by like $100 because this is, the gun of the Navy SEALs, the one that they used to use, so they've supposedly gone to the Glock. But that's a whole nother discussion. I'm not going to open up that can of worms. But, and I'll be honest, that's probably the main reason I got it. This specific one, I wanted to get a Sig just because maybe I'm a sucker for marketing and branding. But, these are very good guns. They're well known for being, top quality. Whether or not you agree with that, again, that's a whole nother discussion. But I thought, I want to add one to the collection. So that's, how I arrived at Sig. And then as far as how did I, arrive at this specific one, like I said, the Navy SEALs were, so I was a sucker for that. I don't have any shame in admitting that. Now, do I go around in my, backyard and roll around in the mud and pretend like I'm a Navy SEAL? I'm not that hardcore. The camera guy is saying, yeah, you do. That's not true, though. I really don't. But yeah, it's a total marketing gimmick. I get it. You put that on the gun, Sig's saying we can bump up the price X amount and people will buy it. And yeah, it worked on me, so good job to the Sig marketing department. As far as reliability, this thing is great. It's shot through all kinds of ammunition, including some really terrible ammunition that I'm going to do a video on in the future. And this has been the only one that's been able to handle it. It's jammed my Glock, it's jammed a Springfield, it's jammed a Smith & Wesson, but this is the only one that can chew through it routinely. And like I said, it's just terrible ammo, but this one still held up and did fine with it. So as far as a workhorse, this is by far a workhorse in terms of just any sort of ammunition, steel case, remanufactured, just flat out bad ammunition. Like I said, it shoots it all. It's got a great trigger. I really do like the trigger on it. Actually, the camera guy has shot it too, and here he has made the comment, wow, he likes the trigger. So it does have a real smooth trigger pull. It is double action, and then it goes to signal action. So that first pull, the trigger, you got to bring it way back, and then after that, when it goes back to single action, it's much quicker. So that's something to consider. But all in all, though, I really enjoy it. It's a great gun. Call me a sucker for marketing the whole Navy SEAL thing. That's fine. But I'm very pleased with it. It's definitely higher on the price spectrum. There's a person that I talk with, and he wants to just get a pistol. And I said, if you want to get this one, yeah, it's super pricey. But if you're just going to get one pistol, you might as well, go in with something that's going to be reliable, going to be dependable, going to be around a long time. So this would be good. Sure, you might have to save up a little bit longer, but I'd have no problem, recommending this in terms of if you're just getting one gun and that's it. So you might as well spend a little bit more. Then whether it's not you get the Mark 25, I'm not saying that, but this specific gun, the 226, I've been very pleased with it. And this thing is as dirty gets. I've been shooting it a lot. And I have still not cleaned it, and it still just keeps on plugging. So it kind of goes back to that workhorse comment. I don't think this thing even needs to be cleaned, really. I don't know. Maybe I'll spray some WD-40 in it. But this is like the AK-47 almost of pistols, it seems like. So let's just get out and shoot it. Okay, we're now down in my backyard in the ravine here, and we're going to do 5 rounds of 10 shots each, so 50 total rounds. We're shooting at about 10 yards, and we're going to shoot at paper plates that are 6 inches. So we'll see what happens. As I said in the first video I did when I shot my Glock, I'm not a competitive shooter, so I'm just happy if I hit the plate. So let's see how this all goes. I don't think I did too good. How many did I get? I'm gonna go count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that me? Were you watching?
No, I wasn't watching.
If that's me, that's terrible, that far one. All right, let's go on to the next one. That one was better. I'm gonna go count. Did I still miss 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I missed 2. Well, I'm improving. Man, a tight group. Real quick, I meant to mention this earlier. I'm shooting remanufactured and then steel case mixed in. So if you're curious what kind of ammunition, that is the type. So let's go with round 4. Hey, there we go. So we'll put in that footage. At first I was like, that's pretty embarrassing, but we'll put it in where you see me just anticipate and you see me go like that with no shot being fired. So that was pretty good. Obviously, I took note of that and I really focused on making sure it was a smooth trigger pull, and there are the results. So maybe that embarrassing moment has proven to be very helpful. So let's see if I can do 10 for 10 again on this next one. I'll be honest, not the best shooting, but I will say, like I was just made note of, you know, after catching myself anticipate, you saw the results, a 10 for 10 and then a 9 for 10. So it's amazing just how much, you know, thought process goes into it, because I really focused on those final 2 rounds of not anticipating, and the results, oh, that fly died, speak for themselves. So, you know, if you're looking for a gun that is reliable, that can just be a war horse, go through beatings, eat through any sort of ammo, then this is definitely the one for you. Any other questions, more so from, hey, just an average guy type perspective, you know, leave those in the comments below. But if you're looking for some sort of like expert opinion from a competitive shooter or a Navy SEAL, that's not me, so you'd probably want to go and ask those to somebody else. But if you're just a casual shooter like I am, then I'd be happy to share any sort of experiences I've had with it, maybe that I'm not thinking to cover in this video. So like I said, just leave those questions below. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I've done other videos already. I plan on doing a lot more. If you found it helpful, if you found it just enjoyable, click that like button. And like I said, any comments below, I promise I'll read them. Thanks for watching.